Team Clark here. I'm going to do another little video on the car. My friend David Onesie was noticing how I had my fuel line run on my carburetor. I never really thought much about it, but anyway, this is for you, David. I bought the line that tidies up all that right there, and I did put a metal fuel filter on it instead of the plastic one. So hopefully that'll save the day as far as engine fire or anything like that, unless I have a rubber hose bust, and I hope that never happens. But anyway, that's for you, David. Thank you for suggesting that. And we got our seats back. Mr. Ken, if you'll notice, right here, it had a seat release on it because it's a newer seat from an 86 model, and I took the hooks off of the bottom down here, the hooks that holds it to the bottom. Took them off. They were really annoying and aggravating. So when I had it in there redoing these right here. As you can see, he got rid of the hog rings, or covered them. He didn't get rid of them. He just put that cover over them for me. Or his wife did this. She does all the sewing. So, but her name's Rita. And so him and Rita, his wife, they work together on this stuff. And as you can see, me and Paulie's going to fix that place right there. One on each side. We've got to get some type of... I'm hoping Ken's got a little material left that I can get from him to fix that. But anyway, seats are back in it. Got to go tomorrow and pick up the sun visors. They weren't quite done with those. They had some issues with their sewing machine, so it was tearing up the material. So he had to go buy some. I got to fix that door squeak too. He had to go buy some door material. Some more door. He had to go buy some more material to fix the sun visors. But anyway, he got that done for me. And I want to correct something that I said in one of my other videos. Miss Angie that did the interior in this car, she still is doing interior. She told me the other day that she was still doing it, even though someone told me she wasn't. So you should never always go by what you hear. But anyway, she done a fantastic job on the interior of this car, design and everything, and I'm just tickled to death with it. The colors, all of it just blends and looks good in this car. I still got a brake issue. I don't know if I ever mentioned it or not, but the brakes are not quite what they need to be. So I found out that this aftermarket stuff that you put in these things, there's a, right here in this booster, there's a rod that's supposed to be a 1/16 of an inch clearance from your master cylinder to that rod in between that. And they say that it won't do right without that. So I didn't know that until I got to reading up on it. So I've done all that. I had to buy a tool, a gauge that tells you how to clearance it. And this one here is not adjustable, but the rod, there's a rod that slides up in the back of this because the plunger is about right up in here. It's not back here where you'd think it would be. And it's got a little rod about that long. So what I did was I clearanced that rod. I ground it down and clearanced it till I got the right clearance on in between those two. So now the next step is to get Miss Polly, my wife, out here, and we're going to bleed the brakes. And I say you have to re-bleed your brakes after you do that, because the way I put it in there without gauging it, it didn't bleed the brakes right. That's what they're saying. So I'm going to try that. And the only other alternative I have to this brake situation on this car that I've been told is maybe to put a what they call that hydro boost system on it. It's a little pricey, but you know, you got to have brakes. So maybe maybe bleeding them again will fix it. If that doesn't do it, then I'm probably gonna go to that hydro boost. I'll have to save some money up to get it, because I found one that a customer had returned because they had bought the wrong thing, and it was cheaper than most of these things are $1,200. Those hydro boost kits, but this one here was $560 something, I think, because it had been opened and returned. But we'll see how that goes. I'm praying that I don't have to go to that system, because you got to run a line from your power steering pump up to that, and I've never dealt with anything like that before. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, the drama of Sassy continues on. She's stubborn, but I mean, we drove her all last summer and the summer before, and the brakes were like they are now. They're not quite right, but it would stop. But I want them fixed. I want them right. So I've got to get in there and do that. We're getting little things done. And I still haven't painted the hood, as you've seen in the last video I did of it. I've been so busy. Then I was sick for about a week, so that didn't help me none. Now that I'm over that and better, I want to try to finish her up where we can start hitting some shows, cruise-ins, things like that. And, you know, we had a great time at the World Wheels this year. Sassy showed real good under the lights. So, she's not a perfect car, but she's ours, and we're proud of her. So, you know, that means a lot to have a car that you and your wife built together as a project, and to be able to drive it and enjoy it. I mean, that's a lot, I think, for, you know, just me and her being able to do this. She worked on this car as hard as I did and as much as I did. So I thank her for the stuff that she did, and she hung in there with me, and we got it done, and we got to start driving it and taking it out and hanging out with friends and stuff like that. So I guess y'all can tell my voice ain't quite back after being sick, but it's getting there. I had to do a fence repair today. They came and trimmed the trees on the side of the road, and I've got a privacy fence. It's not a good fence. I don't know if y'all can see it from here or not, but it's out there in the corner of the yard. Anyway, when they trimmed that tree right there, trimmed some of the limbs off of it, I think they dropped some limbs or done something and broke my 4x4s off at the ground. And of course, we've already had plans to put chain link up there, because the wooden fence is rotten, and plus I've had 2 trees fall on it and break it in the back there, in the very back of it. I've got a piece of chain link across a big hole that a tree fell and knocked in it. So we're going to get rid of that eyesore this summer. There's several projects we want to do this year, but I don't know how far we're going to get, because summer's not that long, or warm weather's not that long, and I've got a lot of cleaning. My building needs pressure washed. Some of the house needs repainting. Little red and black bugs are all over the house back here. Some of the house, the front and one end of the house really needs repainting bad. It looks like it's faded out or something. I don't know, but you know, I'll turn 65 week after next, and I don't feel bad, but I can tell I'm slowing down. So this side of the house looks good. I'm not gonna do nothing to this side of the house, but the other side, I'm gonna repaint the other end of the house and the front, which I'll probably need about 5-6 gallons of paint for that. Just put one coat over it. Not gonna do the eaves or anything. I'll have to do the door facings and stuff again. We've got to change 4 windows in the front of the house as soon as I get time to do that. Lord knows when I'm gonna be able to do that. In between working on my car, her truck, Jason's Volkswagen, and Jimmy's 67. I don't have a whole lot of time to do much, and working 3 days a week. So, you know, when you retire, you think you're going to have time to relax and just piddle and do the things you want to do, but it seems like once you retire, you've got twice as much to do, and I don't understand it. But, you know, I'm working on the 67 to help my buddy out. That's not a thing I had to do. It's a thing I wanted to do, because he needed my help, and so that's why I'm doing that. And why I'm working 3 days a week, I couldn't tell you. I guess I'm scared of not being at the mill. I've been in a mill for 36 years, and I've done what I'm doing for that long or longer, or well, that long anyway. And I guess I'll miss it if I give it up. I don't know. But I know there's going to be a point in my life when I've got to change. I've got to sit down and enjoy life a little bit. But anyhow, I'm rambling on. I'm going to get off here and get this car ready to bleed the back brake, or bleed all the brakes on it. It won't take that long to bleed them. I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow evening, because fixing that fence over there took up a lot of my evening. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to let you guys go. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Like I said before, I make nothing off these videos. I've never signed up for money for these videos. You know, like, you know, YouTube will pay you. They'll pay you a little bit, but my videos don't bring enough views in really to make any money. So, and I don't think they ever will, but you know, I enjoy doing it. So you guys just keep watching, and please like and share and subscribe. And I'm gonna try my best to get you some better content or some newer content. I just film and do what I'm working on. You know, if it be my car, Jimmy's car, or my motorcycle, or Jason's car, the Volkswagen. I know you guys are probably wondering about it. It's sitting out there. But anyhow, I'm going to get off here. And I appreciate you guys watching. Please share it with your friends. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. And we'll talk to you later.